Hey guys, my name's Justin and welcome to Healthbro, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. So I'm back, kind of. I'm not exactly sure how consistent I can be with videos now, but I will try to do one main video a week. If I have the energy, mental capacity, opportunity to do multiple videos again per week, I will try to do that. But that's just where I am right now. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But with my actual I'm feeling okay, let's actually get into this kind of return, I guess. I wanted to do a video that I've been wanting to do for months at this point, the subscriber bag recommendation. I opened up a questionnaire to you guys, the lovely viewers, kind of based off the Proust questionnaire, just random little questions to help me get an idea of your personality and who you are. And what I wanted to do is take some of those answers and get some inspiration for bag recommendations, and that's what I did. So from this questionnaire, I did get quite a few responses, and for a lot of them I really wanted to answer, but then I'm just gonna focus on two for now, just to keep things kind of cool. Just know that if you put in your responses, you're still in the bank of people. But also I wanted to say that if you didn't have the chance to fill out the questionnaire and you want to fill out the questionnaire, make sure you're subscribed. Follow along with the community because I will make posts whenever the questionnaire will be open again. And one thing to keep in mind is these recommendations are made for fun. I don't think that anyone should absolutely go out and buy the bag that I'm recommending. I'm the Miss Cleo of luxury YouTubers. I look like I know what I'm thinking about. I'm entertaining, but I'm also a fraud, so. Okay, so the first person I wanted to start on, I'm just gonna refer to her as M because no name, very anonymous, which is also fine. A few of the answers that inspired this first bag recommendation are she owns 0 to 1 bags, so very new to this. And the hope was that the recommendation would be below $1,000. She does not have a favorite brand, but the Chanel grocery basket bag set her standard for bags. It's a very specific look where it's very feminine but utilitarian, practical, but also silly. It's a very, very kind of interesting juxtaposition there, right? And then one of my favorite answers that she gave was, she said she lied literally 5 minutes ago. She loves lying. She lied during this questionnaire. Same, I get you. But to me that also is someone who I don't know if I'm going too deep, but someone who knows how to survive. They know that they can fib here and there to make sure that they can make it out alive, if that makes sense. So that is why the first bag I want to recommend is the Beaded Bow Front Bag by Simone Rocha. The reason why I selected this bag as my first recommendation is that because this person is newer to owning bags, luxury bags, I wanted it to be something that's a little bit more practical. So this is a crossbody bag. It's black. Yes, it has some feminine details, but at its core, it's a very usable bag. Something about the Chanel grocery bag, you had the interwoven leather chain. It was very impractical, but it had this kind of mix between femininity, that kind of iconic look, and this very mundane practical item, and that's what this bag gave me. It's a very practical kind of bag shape. If you took away any of the flourishes, any of the details that make it a Simone Rocha bag, I feel you could find this bag anywhere in a way, right? But then by adding on the the little bow on the front and then adding those pearl details, hey, the quality of the bag is going to be a lot better than something you find I don't know, at some fast fashion place. That's one thing. Two, these details are very eponymous of Simone Rocha, and buying into that brand, it feels very if you mixed Chanel and Prada, or maybe Miu Miu, it's the nerdy, cool younger sister of Chanel in a way, right? And I feel this bag makes perfect sense for someone who likes that grocery bag. And with the price point of it just south of $700, perfect fit. The second bag I wanted to recommend, I also got three questions that kind of spoke to me in the same way. So the answer for this question is, what is this room and why am I here? Asking the important questions, what is going on here? What is the point? Totally get it. And to me, this also speaks to being able to like adapt on the fly, like assess the situation, make quick decisions, and then go. That's what that says to me. And then the answer to this question, she tidies often enough. There's some things laying around, but she'll use them again soon enough. I think this is also the same answer that I would do. You kind of like gather your mess in piles, so it's like kind of organized chaos in a way, where like, oh yeah, I am gonna use this stuff later. This stuff I can already start cleaning. So it's about like grouping. Keep that in mind as we move forward. And then the last thing was about if there's like a bowl of candy, what would you do? And then she said, if there's no camera, she'll load up on the candy, even if it says to just take one. Which honestly, same. Yeah, again, it kind of relaying it back to the first answer of like adaptability, knowing what's possible when it's okay to kind of like break the rules a little bit, right? This one maybe is more of a well-known bag, but I just think this works for this situation. And it's by MM6, the diffusion line from Maison Margiela. The classic Japanese handbag. I would say it's a classic at this point. It comes in fun colors seasonally. It's a large, kind of like triangular-ish kind of tote with little snap buttons on the bottom corners so that you can take the corners and like swoosh them up together, connect them, change the shape of the bag. It gives it a little bit more dynamics, it makes it more interesting, and you get a little bit of that versatility tied to that first and a little bit that third question. But then I also chose this bag because like it is a bag that you kind of just put a bunch of stuff into because you have to. It's one pouch basically, right? So then you put all your stuff into this bag and then you can figure it out later. That's my train of thinking when it comes to that second answer. And then thirdly, this is the perfect bag to just push up against a table and just like scoop stuff into, you know? It has a pretty wide opening. It's big, so you can put a lot of candy in there. So for me, this is the perfect recommendation. I hope you like these recommendations. Let me know in some way, but I hope you liked it. And then let's move on to the next person. So for the next person, we have Victor. You gave your YouTube handle. I don't know if I'm allowed to share it, so if you like these bags or you hate these bags or whatever, comment down below. And then everyone's gonna know your secrets. I don't know. Victor said he doesn't have any sort of budget, so we're gonna go wild-ish. That means I'm just gonna choose whatever I think is good. So one of my astute observations was that, Victor, you are generally a rule follower. You only lie when necessary, and you will only take one piece of candy because you know how to follow directions. But you are a loophole finder. For example, if you're only able to take 3 things, those 3 things would be your money, an envelope containing all personal documents, and then the third thing is all of your favorite bags in a dust bag. So you know how to work the system. Something about that, you appreciate a classic, but you know you love a good twist. You know that there are rules for a reason, but you know that those rules are sometimes meant to be broken. And that's why I'm recommending the Fendi multi-pocket baguette. So this bag comes in a lot of colors, but for me, I think the most iconic baguette is in the Fendi monogram, the FF. This is a very classic bag shape at its core. It's that rectangle. It's the one that Silvia Fendi, is that her name? Silvia Venturini Fendi. I'm right. I just called her Silvia Fendi like I know her like a friend. Yeah, you know. But the whole idea of like making a bag, just very basic, rectangular, and yet it still is such a classic shape. I mean, they had a runway with Marc Jacobs where he kind of like reinvented it with this kind of shape but in a nylon, which to me didn't work so well. But I think because it's in this monogram canvas, it's a little bit thicker, it holds the shape a little bit better, and I actually do really like this version of the bag, and I might also get this for myself if the time ever comes for me to pick up a Fendi bag. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You never know what the future brings. All these little pockets on the front of this bag, it's perfect for like it's perfect for like hiding all your secrets. I don't know. The whole idea of like, oh, what 3 things can you bring? I'm gonna bring this, but it's all my money, this thing with all my stuff, and then this bag with all my bags. It really, to me, screams like, oh yes, have a bag with all the pockets. So you can put, yes, all of your stuff in here, but then there's another pocket to also put all your other stuff. So it's like, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put my, I don't think it'll fit, but like, oh, I'm gonna put my card holder in this one, because this is just part of the bag. So it's like you're gonna like it's really about consolidation and efficiency if you're really thinking about it. So, I mean, I'm sure in your personal life, you're some sort of like project manager or someone who really knows how to channel work streams into the most like efficient, like agile way possible. It just has the same energy as like, yeah, I know that there are rules. This is exactly what it is. Okay, and then for the last bag recommendation, so this is the same question about like, you're in a room, what do you do? Victor, you answered, I can just go wherever and make my way around the room, whatever's most convenient. I don't know, it feels like there's like ownership in that, right? Like, not like ego, but like you're secure in yourself. And that's one thing that I really like sunk into. And then the answer that you gave for where to go on a walk together is, you're not a big fan of walking in parks unless it's a must. You'd rather be lying in bed watching my videos. Hiking is fun, but really tiring. Shopping is exhausting and drains your mind and your wallet. Yes, absolutely. Beaches don't excite you because you live near the sea, or in spite of, whatever. Because, you know, you live near the ocean. You're kind of a homebody, which is, I am too. I totally get that. So it's all about comfort, it's all about what's easiest for you, but also what are the ways that it's possible for you to be comfortable anywhere is also one of the things I thought. Because we do have to go out in the real world. We can't just stay in bed all day, even though it would be amazing. And I instantly thought of the J.W. Anderson white large cushion clutch. So this bag is actually under $600, but I mean, it came on the runway just like a few months ago. What season are we? Spring, summer? Sorry, time is like not a thing for me right now. But basically, like, the models were carrying like pillows down the runway. And it instantly, like, this popped into my mind. I was like, oh, this is a perfect bag. Someone who loves to just be in bed. And one of the great things is that because it's like polyester, TPU, all those kinds of like synthetic materials, you can actually like lay on the ground and not worry about your bag getting dirty because you just wipe it off. Perfect. And like talking about like shopping is exhausting, boom, this is also a decently affordable luxury item. When you look at the inside of the bag, it looks like you're just like ripped open a pillow. I think that's hilarious. And because you like watching my videos, I'm assuming you like my sense of humor, and you would also find that hilarious, so... And you also mentioned, I think, that Loewe is one of your favorite brands, and you know, JW, Jonathan Anderson, has his namesake brand of J.W. Anderson, so we love to support Creative King, so, you know. But yeah, so that is my second recommendation for you, Victor. Let me know in the comments. Do you agree? Do you hate these bags? Do you question my judgment? Do you think I should keep my day job of not being a stylist? Let me know. And as for everyone else, let me know if you think I did a good job, or if you think there's a different bag that you would have chosen for someone else, or if you think I missed a bag. I love hearing from you guys. It seriously is like one of the things that kind of keeps me going with this channel. I really do it like in part because I think it's fun and I love sharing my opinion, but I love hearing from you guys. It makes me feel good and it makes me feel better about everything in the world going on, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, not to get too deep. Anyways, that is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time. I'm like the Miss Cleo of like luxury YouTubers.